Boo. Good morning. Tansei. Oki. Yataha. Greetings. How is everybody? I hope everyone is well. Um, Morning. Good morning. How are you? Well, there's a few things I want to talk about, and I also want to talk about my weekend. Can you hear me? I'm sorry, my voice will be going in and out. Okay. Good, 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 good. So let's see. I got some emails today and I was reading them over. I can't believe some people ask the most weirdest question. They're like asking, well, if you're coming out back east, can you come and do my research? Can you come and search my area and tell me if there's good people here? And I'm like, no, I can't do that. But then again, um, there is other people which I redirect him to. So, and funny how people do um, say the funniest and weird things. Now, going ahead and talk about first. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. People call me Mama Bear Claw. Good morning. Many blessings. And I hope everyone is having a good day so far. I know there is only a couple people in here, but we could wait for a little bit more and I could just mumble off. Um, my husband is having to treat people here because the kids caught it on fire. And so we had to tear it down. And I hate to do that to trees, but there is no way saving it at all. But I will say this, that when you have children and they're learning, and I understand from 7 to 15 or 7 to 12, their mind should be able to understand and know the difference between yes and no, and what is fire and what is water. Sometimes I try not to overexert myself by continuing telling the children that live around us. And I tell them, you gotta watch what you do because there are animals here. The cattle is here. The dairy is right down the street from me. We have sheep, lamb, roosters, hens, horses, and then in the back by the canal we have a dog groomer training, and they have peacocks. So I'm not understanding why the parents don't constantly remind these children that you can't play with fire because you can. A mobile home or a modular home can go up in flames within minutes. And the children, this was a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old. They were doing, I kept telling my husband, I smell smoke. And he's like, no, don't read into the people around here. I said, because like I said the other day to him too, about someone's going to die and it's a child and I'm scared. I'm really worried. And yes, a lady did lose her baby. And it's the same one that lost her child a year and a half ago. But these boys knew the difference between lighting a fire and trying to put it out with water squirt guns. That is a no-no. So here the people finally looked out the backyard, and sure enough, the tree's on fire, and that's one of the trees that my satangas go and hide in. So they're going to be upset. I know they won't do nothing to the humans, but they will be upset. And they might just stay away for a while. I do have 4 more trees that they do like too and hang out. Or they might just be in the cornfields. It depends. They might be in the canal going back a certain way, but it was my eucalyptus tree. I get the eucalyptus leaves and I collect them. And then when they're dry, then I start putting them together. So I know that many people are very sorry, they said, for not observing their children more. And I understand, summer's getting close, school's almost out, and these kids are supposedly sick at the time, and you have to be careful with your children. As a parent, we constantly, hey, don't do this, don't go over there, that's someone else's property. But sometimes, kids want to, um, go out and do things and, excuse me, um, look at other things that people have. I don't know how to say. But they told the fire department, because we were getting it almost out. They did it with their power from the water in their fire tank, fire engine. And they told them, to the parents, you can get cited for this. And bring the children over to the fire station, which is about 5 miles from here. Yeah. And so I hope they will teach them not to do this and, make them understand that fire is a hazard. It can hurt them. But they wanted to laugh and think it was all right. Now, 11 days, people. 11 days. 11 days. And I'll be in an airplane flying back east. My husband's already telling me, you might need this. You're going to need that. No, I don't. Well, how many pair of pants you going to take? Go 4. He's like, where's your overalls? I don't know. I think my daughter might have took them because she likes them. My overalls, I've been using these overalls for about 20 years, 25 years. I like them. And I only wear them when I go out to do some research up in the mountains, talk to my clans. And I take them right off outside and then I go in my And sometimes it's very important that you don't bring the clothing in the house. But if you're in the mountains researching, um, you should. But I don't. I mean, I do. I can't tell you what not to do, what to do. So, but yes. Good morning, Robin. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Hi, Ivan. Yes, it's a it's a crazy thing that happened over the weekend. Alrighty. Well, there are at least three. I can go on again. Again, my name is Elder Medicine Bear Claw. People call me Mama Bear Claw. And those who are new, please like, subscribe. It helps me. I think I need 11 more subscribers, and I'm up to my goal of 500. And I'm excited about that. I really didn't think um, I was even going to get that high. But, oh my goodness. Just one second. It's my Betsy. All right, there we go. So, I think sorry, I could feel yesterday was a very tiring day for me. Tansei, okay, from Marcasa. You know, your area is very popular, very active, very active. I'm always mentioning Arkansas. It's very, very active. I know some of my colleagues, some of my urologists want to go back and research some more. They got permission from three other homes. So, Nancy, okay, yeah, hey, Jackie. My voice is totally off. Yesterday, I apologize for not going live. I um I was feeling so much drain. I still do feel drained this morning. I told my husband, I said, somebody's trying to take all my energy. And he goes, well, you know what? Don't go live. Just lay down and rest. I said, but I told them they will understand. Don't go live. So I laid here. I slept for 15 minutes. Oh, I feel good. He goes, no, you only slept 15 minutes. I said, I did. I knew I did. Because I always look at the time when I go to sleep. So I told my bestie, please, I'm too tired. I don't want to type. I don't want to. I could use the mic. Just say, I apologize. I'm not going to. I thought I was going to go live, but I do apologize. She did help me though. My husband says I need to not help too many researchers right now because he wants me strong when I go and do a research in Michigan. And then we're going to go to Ohio and meet some friends and maybe do a hike. We'll see how it goes. Also, this morning I put about 8 bags in orange, 8 bags in pink, 8 bags in red, and 8 bags in green dye. So I cut them up this morning. I got up about 3:30. Excuse me. And I told my husband, I still feel a little tired. I even went to bed early last night. But I know that when I was going to try to go live Saturday morning, mind you. My husband says, what are you going to do? What are we going to do today? The old lady's calling your phone like crazy. Calls this little lady. She always asks me, let's go to bingo. Please take me. No one wants to take me. She's 88 years old. Nobody wants to take me. And she got a mouth too. And I'm like, well, I can't give you a definite yes. I have to speak to my husband. Oh, darn, he won't care. But I have been going to bingo with you, and I need to spend time with my family. Oh, one day ain't going to kill him. I said, excuse me, I love helping you out, but I'm going to have to pass. And she said, oh, poop. But it's the S-H-I-T. And I said, I'm sorry. I guess I ain't going to F bingo. I said, what did you say? She's, well, I want to go to bingo. I feel lucky. I'm like, it's what you say every time. And then you get mad because they're not calling your bond. Give me a new caller. Give me a new caller. So I said, okay. I'll talk to you later, Grandma Hazel. So I hung up on her. Well, not hang up, but I said goodbye. Told my husband, he says, no, we're going out of town. I said, we're going. Let's go get some clam chowder. I go, you don't eat clam chowder. You don't even eat seafood. Very often do you even eat fish? He says, yeah, I do. I said, okay. And I'm like, so we filled up the tank. My tank is $80. Gas is so crazy. It's going higher and higher. Thought they were going to start bringing it down. That's another thing she don't like Trump. And she was rapping about him. Food is high. Gas is high. Our medications are going. They're going to take Social Security from people. Oh, my goodness. She was going on. She left me a voicemail like that because I didn't answer it. I let it go. And I felt guilty for it. Jackie knows it's hard for me to tell her no because I have respect for the elders, especially those that have family but don't give a darn about them. They just want to live in their home free. And mind you, I do my own business. I don't tell people what to do or how to do. Oh my God, are you serious? No, Sangha. Hold on 1 second, please. Oh, he's testing. Oh, goodness sake. No, Sangha. All right. How can I, hey, are you going live? Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. 1 second, please. I'm so sorry. But I don't like to go when someone close to me is going to go live. I don't want to interfere. And I have respect for that. That's where my relatives get mad and say, no, you go live, you go live. So, okay, well, no answer. Because it said he was going live, and I'm like, what? Oh, I guess he's doing a test or something. Hello, TAMSI. What are you doing? Are you going live? I'm sorry. He's like, no, Mama, I'm not live. I found some of my videos are set private. I said, oh my goodness, I don't like to interfere with anybody. And same thing with Jack or Mike. I have respect. But, sometimes when I don't always watch them, but I'll peekaboo, honestly. Anyway, let's get back to my story for the weekend. So we filled up the tank. He goes, do you want anything? I said, I want a taco. Because you just made some a couple days ago. I don't care. So we went to Jack in the Box. I said, I just want, just one of the two. This man bought me 3. So the 3 that I had was 2 each. So that's 6 tacos. And he got me Sprite. And then we're getting on the freeway. And in my car, I have a Snoopy and I have a Satanga. And on the other side, I have Mama Bear Claw medicine wheel. And there is a truck. My husband said, there's a small little truck that's like, I don't know, but the corner of his front bumper is like our back bumper on the middle lane. And he's like, look, and then he's honking and honking. And then the boy rolls down the window and gets closer to my husband on his side. And he says, yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot. My husband looked at me and he goes, oh, I can't take you nowhere. And I say, yeah, woohoo. And then, can you pull over? And I told my husband, that's scary right there. So when we're coming up to the one route, which is the 120 to go around, we have pulled over. There's like a little place to pull over. So we pulled over and they get out of the car and I get out. My husband gets out. Is everything okay? Well, he goes, oh no, I just want to tell you, I love your stickers. And I said, oh, thank you. I follow this one. And I go, which one is that one? The one on your right side. And I said, oh, okay. And it's the great outdoors biggie. And I said, well, I have another one. And my sweater has PA. And he's like, oh, is that another channel? I said, yes, it is another channel. That's one of my other sons, Oh, these are your sons? And I said, yes. So he goes, well, I really like that. That extra patch that Josh has sent me, I gave it to the boy. And it has my name, P.A. Ramona. Or Mama Bear. I forgot now. And I said, you know what? Hold on. So I gave him one of mine. The medicine wheel is Mama Bear Claw. It's the medicine wheel with the bear print in it, and it's Mama Bear Claw in it. And I go, I have a YouTube channel too. And his son happens to be a fireman. I mean, the father. And the father was telling me, wow, you know, we go up hiking sometimes. And I said, really? He goes, yeah, Mount Shasta. I said, there's activity there. He goes, yeah, I know. I was a little boy. We were camping up there with my folks, and um, it smelled so bad. And my dad went out there, and he thought he heard some good into the trash cans. And I said, they tend to do that too, yes. He said that my dad told us a story that he was a big giant. And I said, can be. And he goes, do you know anything about Bigfoots? My husband says, oh my God, we are not going to be here for an hour. I'm trying to get my wife away for the weekend. And the man's, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to like come on and scare you and stuff like that. So, and it was funny. So everyone, do have a guest who's going to be coming in now. Let's welcome Sangha.
Hello, everybody.
So after that, I told the little boy, I said, well, here's some links that you can look, and they do research. And he's like, okay. And this little boy was 12 years old, and he was so hyped. And he's like, okay. You know, I got pulled over by a father and a son because they say they follow you. You know, the great outdoors biggie, the sticker I have on my car that you gave me. The little boy was like, can you pull over? Can you pull over? This is the start of my weekend. And my husband's like, oh my God, okay, I'll pull over. We pulled over. And the boy's like, oh, wow. That's Bigfoots. Do you know anything about them? And telling me the story that his dad told him when he was a little boy. They went over at Mount Shasta. There's activity there too in Mount Shasta. That's close to us over here. So, and it was funny. But I gave him the patch that I had on the jacket that says PA and Ramona on it. So I gave it to him, and I said, well, I have this other smaller sticker. I'll give it to you. So after that, you know, I wrote down some links, and he said, okay, thank you. And then we went on our way. We drove to San Jose, which is 2 hours, picked up my brother, my husband's best friend, and I say he's my brother, and his fiance. And then from San Jose, we drove another hour and a half to San Francisco just to go have a drive and have some clam chowder. But I had crab clam chowder. And it was There wasn't really a lot of fresh crab in it, and I was hoping it would. Greetings, Sam. How are you, sweetheart? I thought I seen Reggie. Welcome. So I did a lot of walking in San Francisco on the pier there. And then after we ate, all of us, fish and chip, my husband had chili fries because he don't eat seafood. So we went to go use the restroom. Oh my goodness. I said, I don't have to go no more. I'd rather use the outdoors than that restroom. Oh goodness. So it was time to walk back to the car. We walked back to the car, and we said, well, what are we going to do now? I said, well, just take Highway 1 and let's just go right into Santa Cruz. So we drove another hour or 45 minutes into Santa Cruz, went on the pier, because half of our pier got took it from the little, what do you call it? Masuni? Oh, how do you say? It's like an earthquake in the wave. I forgot how you say it.
Monsoony.
Is it a Masuni?
I think so.
Because it took half of where we have these seals, and they're like huge, huge, and they lay right on the board there, and we couldn't even go past that. All that was all filled up with wall plywood. Says cannot go no further, and then it doesn't really allow you to go around. Pier 39, there are many times Santa Cruz Boardwalk. Oh yes, it's a beautiful drive. And my brother says, "Do you want to go to the red and white and blue beach?" I said, "No, I don't want to see no butts and no hump. It's a new beach." And I said, "No, I don't want to do that either." So we stopped, and I took some pictures. I shared it in the chat room, and it was really nice, really nice to get out for the drive. And yes, Highway 1 is very beautiful. It's all beach line all the
How
way.
cold was the water
Um, it was, let's
at the
see.
new beach?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get off. My
I should have
husband,
waited till she finished first. Like, how cold was the water? Oh, it was pretty cold.
I didn't get off. My husband and my brother, they opened the door and looked down. I said, "You see any young ones?" And they started laughing. No, there was a bunch of old people there. They said, I'm like, "What do you think we are?" He's like, but it was, at that time, it was like 4 o'clock. No, excuse me, I'll take that back. Because we got into Santa Cruz around 6. And it takes another hour to get to San Jose. Because what we did a whole circle.
Yeah.
And then I said, let's get some stuff. I'll make some burritos. And my brother says, "Oh, heck no. We'll just go." So we got back in the car, drove another 10 miles just to go get these special burritos where he used to get them by his old house, the house that him and his parents used to live in. And these burritos were this big, and fat. No, it's okay. Mine are big and long and fat because I believe in putting the meat, putting some rice, putting some beans, cilantro, and red, purple, and white onions, and sour cream, and different cheeses, and then roll it up.
You said you used more than one onion? But I thought all onion tastes the same.
No,
Yeah, it don't.
no. So my son likes the French, the French fries in his.
In his burrito. Rolled up in the
Yeah,
burrito.
I make potatoes, scrambled omelet, cheese, avocados, cilantro
Oh
and
yeah.
onion, and chili. There's your breakfast burrito. That's what I make, and that's what my husband likes.
That's good.
So I'll be making some when we get to the house. When I get there, we're gonna have to go grocery shopping
You have
because
to
this lady is
you have
not
to
gonna
make sure
be
you leave them
doing.
a week. Leave them a week of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I'm gonna tell him you said that. Pop's gonna get mad. He's gonna tell. I'll give you a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That's why he was laughing last night. Cause I hear
Yeah, I
it.
heard him.
Also, I'm gonna be bringing some gifts just in case we do go. I'm really hoping to go to Ohio or part of Ohio or meet somewhere with Griff and Yvonne.
Or somebody's in Michigan and wants to come out and meet.
Yeah, or when I come
Meet and
in
greet.
Michigan, yeah. I will be bringing some sweet grass, and I want to give the ones that come and join us or we meet, whichever. I do want to give them I make these. I cut them and I braid them, and you can put them over your house, your doorway, or you can put them in your car for your safe journey. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 10.
Yeah, I got one
So-
above my door and one in my car.
And I'm also bringing some other little gifts too. So, I just let me see if I can. No, it's not here.
They're gonna charge you an extra ticket to get on that plane. All the extra stuff you're bringing.
How? I guess I wrapped it. I had made I picked at the turquoise stone I had, and I made little studs. So I'm gonna give those
Oh,
to
you
my
made
grand.
you made earrings?
Yeah,
Huh.
I finally found some hoops that had a plate open and then the hook.
Yeah.
So what I did is I chipped the rock of the turquoise and melt it in, and then have it grafts. So
So when you say you chipped it, you mean like you did like how they do the arrowheads. It's gifted.
I was trying to do one off this rock we got from the lake. I've been by using another one to chip it off. So I
Yeah,
mean,
what's that rock that looks like glass?
when you break it off, sometimes
Yeah,
inside the rock can be.
say it looks like glass is the best one I've seen. What's that? Kelps? No, I don't know how you say it.
So when I chipped it, I use like it's a little bitty hammer that's pointed, and then I and then when I'm done, I use the other one and I continue on. So it helps me crack it and then the amount I want to take out. That turquoise I've had for over 45 years.
Thank you, Robin.
And I always, now it's this big. It's about the size of a dollar coin now. That's all I have left. It was a big one, like a baseball. I chip, put them in chest plates. Sometimes I put them in little for stud earrings, or I'll drill a hole in it and make earrings out of it going down. Was the shells. So
It's a little wet and rainy here today, a little chilly, but Thinking I might go for a walk today, a little hike.
Oh yeah, up
Yeah,
over there to see how things are.
yeah, I think I want to go over there and then see if I can find some prints.
You'll probably find some new ones.
But then, well, you know that with the toothache or whatever, I wasn't feeling good and it was making me sick, and I had to take a lot of antibiotics. They had me on 3 different kinds. Then I didn't sleep for 8 days straight, like straight 8 days no sleep. And then finally I got to rest a few days now after I got them pulled, and they're gonna finish up the rest of them in June. But I want to get back on it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do them all because then when I'm there, you're not going to be able to eat what
Oh
I'm going to
yeah,
make.
I have a blender.
You're going to blend the tacos or the tamale
Yep,
pasta
yep,
or
yep. I'll start jarring them up or whatever and selling
the
baby food.
enchiladas
We'll be selling some baby food.
or or
Oh yeah, I grind it up.
now I had a nice weekend though. It was really nice. Drinking through the straw, Levant says.
They tell you that's a no-no when you have your teeth pulled and all that. You can't drink through no straws.
You're not supposed to drink through a straw
Yeah,
or
you can't
even
drink through.
smoke a cigarette
Yeah,
because this
I had to wait 3 days to smoke, guys. 3 days. 3 days to smoke.
when you're a smoker, it's very, very hard
I did it though.
because if they didn't put stitches in your gums and then it's
Uh-huh.
just natural gauze and then spitting out that blood because if you swallow it, oh goodness, it's going to come out smelling bad. But you have to rinse your mouth even if you're eating soup
Yep. Anything
because
you eat, you gotta mouthwash it afterwards, and after you
yes,
smoke. And
yep.
I wish when I was younger, though, my dad would have taught me, to take care of my teeth and brush them and all that other stuff, But we were poor when we grew up. We didn't know what a toothbrush and toothpaste and all that good stuff was, and
You know
nobody
what?
got on to
When
me.
you when you go camping and you brought the toothpaste, put it on your
I know.
fingers.
Maybe I could have used the tree branch or whatever. What is that? The
You know,
pine tree or whatever. You use the pine tree or whatever. The bristles from the pine. But I never. We never got told when we were younger to brush your teeth and it was important and all that. But
Mama, my mother, she used to take the twig off the tree, get the leaves, tie it around, and then peel off one of the leaves real thin to make a tie on the leaves and
yeah, I wish somebody would tell me that though.
squeeze the leaf and then use it and then rinse out. Never swallow, rinse out. When we used to go hiking and camp out, Robin says, Mama Bear Claw, thank you so much for answering the phone yesterday. That could have went wrong way. Yes, it could have gone the wrong way. Very true. I'm just glad you guys weren't that close, but you were still like 20 yards from it. So, and that was the reason why he was down on all fours like this, trying to blend in with the log and the tree branches that are around, and then letting out alert.
Was it a dog? Dog man?
No, it was a baby Sasquatch, baby Bigfoot.
The Robin had?
she had called me and she says we're frozen, we're not moving. And then I hung up on her and called her back on FaceTime. And I said, okay, you need to back off slowly, or you and your son.
Baby
And
out there, huh?
mm-hmm,
Yeah, I know about them babies. You guys seen what happened to me a few times on my live streams with them babies. The mama will
and
literally attack you over a baby.
yes. And then when she walked away, I can see them coming from both direction. And goodness, I was like, no, just back off slowly and turn around and just keep going the way you were going out. And her and her son did. And then she was telling me where she gifted and stuff. And I said, you were worried about the ones you had gifted. The juvenile took them. So don't worry. It wasn't a human. It was a juvenile. She was like, okay. But I saw clearly.
She
And
has a
then
gifting spot.
and then I seen the mama.
Keep checking her
So
too. Look for like rocks or something. Like go there when you look. I didn't notice this, but Chris did when we went to the gifting tree. Um, I never pay attention, like to the ground and all that. Chris is like, "Hey, did you notice this rock sitting there?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "They gifted you," because Chris always checks the ground and all that. He always watches there, like looks at everything. He walks up there and he goes, "Dude, they left you a rock." I'm like, "No way." So I have that rock now, but it was a pretty sweet rock they left.
they do gift you. Believe me, they do. They'll tell you, um, they'll say height some way, or they'll just leave you a stone, or they can leave you a vine into some kind of shape. So that's a gift. Even where you are putting your little goodies for them, they lay it out on the log. They'll put a rock, which we also call stones, and then on top of it, that means they totally appreciate everything.
Yeah, they do. Let me get in here to my rocks. The one they gifted me.
Danse, Bob, and Maddie.
Here's the beautiful one. Quartz.
Oh wow, that is nice.
It's like a pinkish reddish color or whatever, more like a pinkish color. But it's got crystals in it and it sparkles and shines, and you can tell it's quartz. Like every one that I've found that the Sasquatches left me or whatever is all quartz. I don't know what they like about the quartz, but they like the quartz for some reason. They all sparkle.
Yeah. Also, too, those are like protection for around the home.
This one here was left on my step going down the stairs. You can see it sparkling right there. Oh, I got it sparkle for a second. But anyway, this one here was left on my step going down. It looks like a heart, which is kind of weird. It was outside this one here was thrown at me at the riverside. It's white, but it's got the crystals in it. It hit me in my back when I was fishing.
Sam says, I found a 9-inch footprint. I feel there is a young one here in my area. You probably do have a 9-inch. It's probably a female.
There's a nice cast right there.
But Sam, you go to 2 different areas, right? Sansei, CP, John. Hello, greetings.
Yeah, doors big.
So I will, like I was just saying, I cut up some leather and I have orange, red, pink, and green that I'm doing this time. But these one will be moose.
Oh, what you doing with the moose?
No, a relative ate it, but they gave me some leather. Some
I'm
leather.
saying, what are you doing with it? What are you crafting with it?
Oh, I'm making bags.
Oh, okay.
I have enough to make. I thought so, Sam, because um, the one that you mostly go to, there's many activity there, and you have 3 sets of family there. I won't be surprised if I will say in 3 months there'll be little ones, and I see two. So just keep a lookout, and remember, everyone, young juveniles, the ones, especially if they're the babies, they walk in the parents' footprints. Some of the little older juveniles, they will too. The older juveniles don't walk in there. They have to make their own prints now because that is their journey to continue on being as a going into adulthood. So,
Yeah, I have this one or whatever that's going into the third year now doing this. Never got any bigger. Always stays the same size.
back here, my husband says, "Are you out here barefoot again?" I said, "I don't have a 20-inch with a wide 8 wide foot." And he's like, I go, "Don't worry." So I go and I cover it back up like this because he gets really nervous. He's like, "Your family is here."
We'll just cast one day just to show us.
I will. I mean, I did post. Very rare do I share any of my
Well, I know you
photos.
don't like to share none of this stuff.
I have much respect to them, and I video, I think, twice out of the 53 years.
I've seen
So,
pictures once,
yeah, I've got like maybe 20 pictures,
and I was on a call when you told them that can I show them to somebody, and
and they answered. They're very close to me, my clan. All 4 of them are. And, when you travel to another place, I always tell them, you can't follow me. Or if you follow me, then the consequences is that you might end up being clans with them, or they're our distant relative. But when I talk to her, and she tells me we have relatives towards Minnesota and Michigan that way. And I'm like, okay, South Dakota. hmm Same thing with over at the Blackfeet Res. They they travel. They come here. Their order. I mean, sometimes I do have to put a little clip on my nose because it is it is a lot stronger than the other 3.
yeah, that's the way the one was. But it was like when it first came up on me or whatever, it made me want to vomit. It made me almost puke. And it's like the closer they get, the stronger the smell, and the stronger the smell makes you want to puke and vomit. But then now it's just like it's a regular thing,
It's a
smelling it
natural.
over and over and over and over and over. That you
It's like,
just get used to it now. So it's like they can get as close as they want. They can be right in your face now, and you're not gonna puke or nothing because you're so used to the smell.
okay, Jackie. Levon says, I wipe the print away after documenting. I'm that selfish. I agree. There's not a problem with that. I do appreciate you doing that. It is important. But see, some researchers, they leave it. They also do their own brushing too.
See, when I first started or whatever, I was looking for prints about the size of like my foot or smaller. I didn't know these things were like 21 inches, 18 inches. Like you wouldn't even think it was a print. You're like, because your mind is looking for a footprint like the size of our feet. Mine's 13-inch foot, so you're looking at a print, and then I'm looking at 2 times, 3 times the size of my foot, and I'm like, wow, no way. And then when I actually could see the prints, like now it's like you can just spot them right off the rip now. But before, when I was first started out doing it, I was looking for like little bitty footprints. And people's mind or whatever, when you see a print, like a lot of people, they just brush it off because they don't know size. They don't really actually know the size of the prints.
Yeah. Sometimes a lot of the people will say, "Oh, did you just appear? Can't you tell it's barefoot and you have a shoe? Unless you're taking your well, me, I walk
I like
barefoot,
to walk with my shoes off sometimes too. So
but so I have
mm.
to be careful because when I do research, I like to be barefoot. And now they're telling, don't do it. He's telling me, no, don't go barefoot. Well, I have to ground myself. That's just been me since I was knee high to do it. So, um, when I do see the prints around, I'll, look at it, measure it, and try to feel. I put my hand in it, try to feel it's a male or female, and then I brush it off because it's a respect. And they watch you. They watch me. My client has seen many times as I'm going down and I'm looking around, and if I didn't catch it coming up, and I'm looking, oh, I go and I'll get a branch that has leaves spread out like this, and I'll just break it out.
You ever notice though, like the 18-inch prints and the 21-inch prints are usually males, and then the 13-inch print and 15-inch prints are usually females?
I have a 20-inch female.
It's pretty big.
She's also like the medicine person for them.
So she's probably
She's
what, 13, 14 foot tall?
she's about 12. I think 12. She's about
So
600 pounds.
13, 14 female. So the female's about a foot or two smaller than the male.
They're usually about maybe four to maybe 4 to 2 feet smaller than the males.
So it's kind of like humans or whatever, like how most women are smaller than men or whatever,
Yes.
or whatever. Okay.
Sam was saying, I got a phone call, Elder. Oh, sorry, honey. I didn't. I thought it was something. Okay. It was a gifting stop. I smelled a light smell of smoke. It went by me, and then it was gone. Usually, too, they'll. That's usually the dog man, but it is sometimes the smell of the dog man. Though you get that scent is because it's they're letting out their scent. Um, let's see. Levon says, I wiped the prints after documenting in
You read that
this.
one already?
I was going to say I did. Okay. Danse, Heidi, welcome, honey. I spot them from the road. Always. I can feel him every time I come, even when he's on live. Um, oh, wow, how interesting. Where are you from? Colorado. Oh, awesome. Um, I always, when I'm driving and I know I'm only like maybe 20 miles, I'm like, I can already feel them chatting. And right away, I always say, don't harm my husband. He's with me. He's safe. He will stay a length away. So when I go and I start walking up this way, he's here and I'll be going up and then do a radio check and we're good. And then I'll tell him, I says, "Okay, are you all right down there?" And he goes, "Yeah, but I think somebody's over here. I see someone like squat down." And they do, they squat down and they'll be like this. Or they'll squat down and have one hand holding the tree so they can see you. Because they gotta remember they have no neck. There is no Satanga that has a neck. And I've been hearing from researchers saying that there is a neck. There is no neck.
But you can kind of see how I'm sitting or whatever. That's how they are. How it's like, like my shoulder. You see how my shoulder is with my neck and all that. It's kind of like how they sit, because then they have to turn like this. They have to turn their whole body to look.
Sparky, Tanse, I hope you and your wife are doing well, and I hope she liked I did the beading headband for his cowboy hat. And there were certain images he wanted, and I cannot do. You know how I am, and all the elders in our community and the council members do not make X's on them. We cannot, because that is like disrespecting. But I had talked to many other elders in the council, and they were saying, no, no, no. And then so I went ahead and I was praying over it and making like the triangles with the breaks. Now those with the turquoise, that would be for them as offering, saying you're protected, to show them and respect. So that way nothing can come at you. I did make some more, which I will also be taking with me back. Where I put it. There we go.
What did the orange say to the banana?
What?
I said, what did the orange say to the banana?
What did the orange say?
I'm not peeling well. There you go, guys. There's a laugh for you today.
Okay. Now, can you see this?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, you got the blurredness. Oh, it disappeared. Oh, it came back. Oh, it disappeared. It vanishes when you pull it. It's gone. Nothing. It's gone. It vanished. It keeps disappearing because your background.
I know. Background 0.
I know my background, whatever. It looks kind of cool, don't it?
Okay. Now, for your hands, Sparky.
Wait, that is my house background.
I can do this because I have the 2 rods going this way. So to do it on something for your head, no, I can't. You need more protection, so your mind is not being sucked off. The reason why we say that is because star people, the Wingalo, the rake. Okay. Now for arms and things like that, I can.
Uh-oh. Sorry about that.
The reason why I like to do a lot with turquoise because it's with Mother Earth, you're grounded and then you're protected. So I made about, this is what I was doing when we were traveling on the road. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these that I have made. And then I did some other ones. I think they were on my bedside because when I'm laying down, I do it. It's like doing a crochet. That I'm almost done with those ones too. So and oh, never mind. Here they are. Oh goodness. This is a little box that I put earrings in when I gift people. And then I put in with little, see what I was talking about? Just the loop.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
So there you go.
Yeah, they're neat and pretty.
I did my oldest granddaughter, who I helped watch her little girl, which is my great granddaughter. My granddaughter is also my goddaughter. So, and I do spoil her. She likes these kind of gums, and I seen these little ones, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get these for her. Yeah, I know she's not a little girl, but she'll always be a little girl to me. Also, ta-da! Say hi. This is made out of a sock.
I thought for a minute when you was scratching the back of the ear, you was gonna lick your finger, and then like.
Yeah.
Now, moms always lick their finger and clean your face when you're in public. You got a spot there.
I made this.
You made that out of a sock? Oh wow, that's good. That's it. I thought you bought that like that.
No.
You made that all by yourself.
Yep, it's for my great granddaughter.
Oh wow,
This is what I do for all my kids.
That's gorgeous.
That's what I do.
You're gifted.
Yeah, all it is like from the dye, and then I put dirt, make it red, stamp it in.
That's what you do with all your old socks.
No, these are new ones. I only use ankle high. So yeah.
That is gifted though. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That looks like something out of a store bought.
No, there's no tag or anything. This one, you can even tell from the stitching that I did. Even the bottom, the butt.
You never tried to make those Sasquatch ones? Or a dog man?
Never really thought about making them. I've made some for them. I made like 4. I've never found them or anything either.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, see, it says her name. So, when I go tomorrow, I'll take it to her, add it to her little Easter thing. I'm always thinking of my grandkids, or now I have 3 great granddaughters. All the girls are always taking over the boys to the men in our family. My husband says, "How come we don't have many boys?" This, I guess they're not thinking boys; they're thinking girls. Because there's a saying in our tradition that you go east, you're thinking girl. You go north, you're thinking girl. You go west and south is boy.
Oh,
And
I heard it different. I guess it was the shorter the longer
oh
the swim, the
no,
color the yeah. So the swim off. It's
you're too
gotta keep
much.
I gotta keep it YouTube friendly.
Mine, yes. You can do what you want in yours. Mine,
I'm just saying, the shorter, the longer it's got to swim, it loses its. You know, that's what I always heard.
um, he made me. Oh goodness sakes! My cheeks hurt already.
So do I. Getting all red and blushing.
I could be sick. I could be upset, and my son always managed to just make me laugh, just like my blood son.
I try to
Son,
do that too when I'm in the woods, but people don't like it. They say,
no,
"Stop playing around, son. Gotta be serious." But I think
yeah,
Sasquatches or whatever, just like they like to joke, just like we do. They like to have fun. They like to laugh. They like to.
they like to when people are researching in the woods. They like to trick them, you know, or move glow sticks. And I'd be telling them on the live, they're going to move the glow stick. It's going to be in a different area, but it doesn't sit in their mind. And then
You
when
know how
I
many
go,
times they've done that to Jack, whatever, and it just trips his mind. Like, oh, they're moving the glow stick. It's running with the glow stick.
but they take them,
You
the
know, one
young
thing
ones.
that I've noticed though, they don't mess with the blue ones.
Yeah.
They don't like the blue ones for some reason.
The blue ones they do like, but the young will not grab them. I agree. Keep the vibe upbeat with friendly jokes. Yes, Sparky. um, both my sons are very good in making other people to feel happy, and it's important to always feel happy. Even you're going in the woods, you should always be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Never feel nervous. Never. You got to keep an open mind, but calmly, because that way, because they read your mind.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes,
that's fear.
sometimes they'll even send you a message like an image for you to know. So, and it's important. The males, Dominic, in my family, Sam says.
We seen what happened to me in the one live stream or whatever when they said kill zone ambush, and then it was funny because the claws on the tree, and then it was like in a valley, and there was like a blind there, and that's where the deer come in, and so
When you see a game trail, they will walk through the game trail, but they also walk outside too. And this is where people go, oh no, they're going to walk the trail. Be careful because they will not do it all the time. They are off the trail. And this is where I say they will rake their prints. Or they're walking and they have the young one because they got to teach them. They also teach the young ones during the day many things. If something is too near, they want you up in the tree and you can just jump to the other one or walk
yep.
to the other if they're that close. Now, when you are thinking, okay, hey, this tree's dead. It could just be um, like just making it look like it's dead, because but the inside is still alive. And a lot of people think, oh, this tree is dying, maybe we're going to tear it down. Every time you go do research in the same area, there is going to be different structures. There will be different layouts, because they move them. If they know humans are there more than they should, they do, and they get mad, and they replace everything different. There's been many times, even Sanga's area. I told them you should be expecting two babies, and you'll find prints, but there's gonna be like a new barrier, new vine wall.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
And
Keep
then
me out
he's
there.
like, and then things like that is very, very useful to know. And I want other ako na nangyayon, to not come in their territory,
Yeah,
because if
yeah,
you come in their nest, you see vines all over, or
hmm,
small branches with
real thick. Yep,
leaves or
yep,
moss on it. That's their nesting area. If you go on that, they'll destroy it,
yep.
and they'll just start using it to make another barrier. But people don't understand, and I understand how the human wants to feel how they are or whatever, but you're leaving your scent in there, and they don't like that. That is too close for comfort, they say. Because I know that my friends, they tell me that you are not allowed to be in here. But see, Mother Earth belongs to them. So when you're in a certain area and you see structures going into the trees, or making a Y or an X with a line in the middle, and it's all knotted in, you know, then you have one side, the branch, bent. That is also allowing others to know, do not come in. They'll put it on this side, on the right, or they'll put it to the far right, say 7 trees down. Always remember, if there's an X, count 8 trees, then you might see another one. If it's not on the same, it will be behind or right
I have
on
to
the.
do that because I never tried that before. I have one in a trail and then turn around and come back out the trail and there was a big old X in the trail. So
There's many times too, I've told you there will be an X, and don't go through it,
yeah, but
don't
this
go
was like in the
under it.
daytime. I was walking in. I went up in the pines and I went to go back out the same way I came in. And when I went back down the trail to go back out the same way I came in, there was a big old X right in the trail that I came in on. So that was like, nope, can't go back out that way or come in that way no more. That's the one where I catch them going next to that pine tree all the time.
Hmm.
That's their trail, their main trail.
Um, Robin says, Biggie, that is a great idea for stuffed dogman and the Satangas. I bet people would love that. Samantha says, I have an X. What does the little X they make and lay them on the ground? The ones on the ground, you're more welcome. The ones that are up, I would say do not go through them, don't go under them,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know if that's in a portal for them. But yet, if you get too close sometimes and you're touching them, um, you don't. People don't realize this when you say you touched it. and you're like trying to go, oh, it's going this way, and your both hands are on it. Later on, 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes later, your head starts to hurt because of that energy that they left there. That is to help them. Sometimes I tell everybody, don't touch the egg, don't go underneath, because you don't know who or what has went through. Now, not just the Satangas, it can be others too.
Oh yeah, there's other cryptids, other
Yeah,
things in the world that go through them.
yes. And if there's still enough energy for that one to come through, it'll take whatever it can, and it can be an evil one.
Now, do you believe when they come through the portals or whatever, they make a popping noise
Yes,
and the light sparks like a flash of lightning almost?
yes, you'll see a ring.
Yeah, because I've seen it too. Whatever, I've seen a spark of light, whatever, and then heard the pop, and then next thing you know, there's a Bigfoot there.
It can also be something else, a dog man, because it's trying to be in one place and get to the next one. Or it could be, say you're investigating, you're somewhat like maybe 10 miles, 20 miles from the entrance, and you're still going a little more. By the time you get to not even um, the next mile, they're already on the other side.
So pretty much they just go into the tree and then come out of another tree farther up.
They can do that, yes. If they don't want to run or walk.
Makes sense.
But again, other people don't understand. And this is what I fight for. And I fight for is to teach the humans, because some of the relatives tell me, why give the information? I say, because they need to know too. I feel that there are some good researchers that want to do, or just a hobby for them. You don't want to take the value away. You want to encourage them to do a research, not hunt, but research to enjoy what they're doing.
I say hunt, but you know what I mean. It's an investigation.
Many people say hunt. Um, and it's always important, people don't, they ask me, why do you pray, or why do you tell us to pray? Because one, it's the respect of Mother Earth and to all creatures that are there. Because, yeah, and there's some bad. I'm not going to lie, there is some bad. But it's just the safety of you. I always put down tobacco and I pray. I'll be praying as we're driving there. I'm praying and I'm trying to tell them we're not going to harm you or do anything that is unnecessary, that we're not there
When
for.
you're in there doing the investigations, though, you don't really have to worry about the mean ones and all that because there's always the good one that follows you and all that that'll cling to you, that'll like you, and that one there will keep you safe. So it'll keep the mean one at bay.
It goes like command. If you have a sergeant and a lieutenant, who are you going to listen to?
The sergeant.
Who has a higher hand of about being in that area? And this is what you got to do: show respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, gun is unnecessary, but it's like I say, by the time you pull it, the Satanga is going to be right in front of you, or the Bigfoot be right in front of you.
Well, I believe, like in certain spots you can carry a gun, like if you had to, like for bear protection and all that, and cougars and mountain lions and,
Well,
stuff like that.
this is what I'm trying to say.
But you don't really need one.
No, you don't. But I know many researchers do carry one. I carry a machete on me. Now I'm not going to able to carry it with me when I go out there this time because I have to leave it home. But when I do go out,
I
I
got a
tell
bow
them,
knife.
I am not here to harm. I'm going to continue doing what I do. It is important. Yes, I believe that you want to be safe. I understand that. But if you want to carry a firearm, that's fine. That's, that's for you for any purpose in any of the woods or the forest. But also, I just want you to just to remember that they can be within a second before you can get the clip up to get it out. That's if you feel that threatened, but I don't feel they're going to come up. See, a lot of researchers make up a little things, and that's because they have shows already and they're making money off it. But those who go out and research and for your own, even it's a small channel of YouTube, whatever, there's a difference from TV. And I know many people get mad at me because I say, you're talking bad about many researchers. Well, I do know many researchers say, well, we keep it for information, but yet you're doing things you shouldn't be doing.
A lot of the TV ones you see people on TV or whatever are all just characters and actors, and they're not.
True.
They make them out to be like they're this top expert person or whatever, but they don't really have the knowledge and the boots on the ground. And
Sparky says, I think what you do is great, teaching people how to have respect and have fun and be safe. Thank you. Yes, that's what I'm doing. That is my point, because I fought for 10 years to help help people understand who they are and what they are. I had to do all this and fought many tribal council members to do this, to get approval. And a lot of them will always say, no, you can't. You know your laws. I know my laws. I'm an attorney for the tribal. Yes, I know the law. But I'm also going to give that information too. Who just came in? Oh, Face the Ace. TAMSI. You got two different channels now, Face? You got Face the Ace and Face the channel. Well, thank you. Subscribe, like, hit that button. I'm only like 11, 12 away from my 500. Can't believe it. You are also part of the reason why I took this channel. You said, go do it. Get your gold. My gold was 100. But everyone kept saying, no, go to 500. You can do it. You can do it. I'm doing my best to do it. I'm trying.
I got 500. Everybody said go 1,000, and it says you're going to stay at 500.
Let's see. Sam says,
not exciting.
I do have learned a lot from you. Oh, thank you, honey. I try to give everyone what they need to know. I carry a pistol, a rifle, a bow due to predators. Oh, I understand that. I have a bow.
Yeah, that's fine. They know your intentions anyway, though.
But the thing is, what I'm saying, some people don't. They carry a firearm, and they say it's for protection. That's fine, just as long as you're not hunting them.
Like when I go up north or whatever, I take a firearm too, or whatever, because of the bear population and all that. But
it could be mountain lion. It could be a mountain lion, bear,
bobcat, cougar,
bobcats. Now,
wolves,
all over the United States or even other countries. Yes, there is a lot of other animals, and they love the scent of a human. And it is important to stay safe. And that's what I'm saying. That's fine, just as long as you're not using that firearm for hunting. You're out there researching to investigate, Bigfoot, Satangas, Dogman, whatever there is. I'm just saying, please be careful. I appreciate that, Ace. Thank you so much, honey. I have a Facebook channel if people want to join too, or join my chat room. Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Send me a friend request, and I can add you to my chat room. And many people, we all are very civil. We are all very close. We help each other. If you have a question, some of my community family, excuse me, will answer, or I'll come in, and I come in frequently during the day and night to check. And then while I do roll call, and I know that I do roll call, the ones that always stay in, they always tell me, hello, I'm here. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just come in and say hi. There are pictures up, and if you want to share something with them or with me, that is fine. It could be private, or it could be in my chat room. You're always welcome to come in and visit. But for Facebook, you have to request a friendship. So
Yeah, just keep it Facebook appropriate, because stuff will get removed and people in the chat room will let us know.
and the same thing with Sangha. He's one of my sons. He also has his Facebook and his chat room. And I go in too. I go in, try to go in and monitor what I can. When you are trying to enjoy some fresh air from the forest and the woods, just remember, keep an open mind, but calmly. Keep your heart at a pace where you're not scared or nervous, because all creatures pick it up. So, and it is important to understand that, okay, I'm marking this area because it's the entrance.
Ready to get your coffee now? You want to go hit the hot spot? Yeah.
And
Don't forget
then
your medicine bag,
when you go out
Mm-hmm.
and you're like already, in the middle or something, you can always just do a little fast prayer, and tell them, hey, I'm here to just have some fun, just researching. And sometimes they'll, if you want to show me where you are in the picture or the video, that's fine. Sometimes they will, because you asked. Now that's important. You asking, because sometimes they will not. You might pick up by accident too, but that's because they want to peek and let you see. I knew you wanted to see me, and they do that. Now, when you have to realize that a Bigfoot always runs with a dog. I don't know how many times I got to say this. Many other researchers says, "Oh no, they don't. They fight against each other. They play against each other." Now, if you hear a female will be with the dog man, be out either scouting or doing the same thing, and you hear the female scream, and then you hear the dog man like doing a javelina laugh or a howl, but that's them. You know, if it's in a different high pitch, then it's something else that is close. If you feel that something is close watching you, that's because they are watching you. Now, many times you get different sounds and you're like wondering, what is that? And it sounds like an owl. Do the satangos sound like owls too? Do they mimic them? Yes, they do.
all different kind of animals, birds, and all that.
All creatures. Even too, you will hear like, those are little codes for them. Or sometimes they'll do a pop. I can't do it. My hands are too
It
much
was
force.
getting pretty close. It was pretty close to what I heard before. A little constant.
And the whistling is not good for humans to do out there. I will say mainly at night, but when you are during the day, you will hear a whistle too. But that's because they're calling someone else or letting you know humans are around or a predator.
What I did
So
was I switched the whistle up with whoops. Because when I was whistling, I called the thing in, and when I was doing my owl calls, I was calling the it in. I noticed once I stopped my owl call and I stopped doing the whistling, I don't have the it showing up that much no more.
it's it is natural for them to live in Mother Earth. They live in caves. The its live in caves. They go deep down more where it is freezing cold, where no humans can really live. Um, the Satangas, Bigfoots, yeah, they live in caves too, but they're not. They do have like tunnels, and that is because they follow where that it goes, and once they know it can reach to another side, to the other side of the woods, then yes, they do that. I heard whistle yesterday, strong one. I wanted to whistle back, but I found that I couldn't and reframed. It is, excuse me, it is important
You look
that
you out of my spot.
if you want to whistle, I heard a whistle last night before that. I heard chit chatter. Um, the chatter, you can hear that they're communicating from someone that is close to them, and but they don't do a whistle loud.
Mm-mm. It's quiet.
No, it's very, very low pitch.
Mm-hmm. True.
It's not loud. People say, "Oh, I hear loud. I hear them chattering loud." No, mm-mm, that is not true. Oh, like a samurai chatter. Yes, you would also want able to understand.
Yeah, it's very. It almost sounds like a raccoon. You know how raccoons do their little high pitched chatter or whatever, like the little squeal chatter. That's what it kind of like sounds like to me. It's like
Um, I advise if you don't have a protection bag for me, don't whistle.
I got one. I still don't whistle.
If you want to continue whistling, then you're gonna have all kinds of unpleasant
Whoop.
feeling,
Do whoops.
overwhelming. There, I mean,
You hear a whistle? Just do this. Whoop. Whoop. Just whoop back.
I tell many researchers to the many some of our relatives. What we do is a different kind of whistle. We use our hands. It's like almost like that. When you blow into your hands and it makes like a whistle and it makes a certain tone, that is a whistle. And when you do it, then you're in an area that has a lot of echo and it echoes further down.
That's why I want to use the death horn.
So when so when you do that, they know you respect. But again, many researchers don't understand the native ways and they have their own ways. Don't forget, I warned you all.
When you're in the woods too, listen for this. You'll hear a ooh, ooh, ooh. That's what they do a lot of in my spot or whatever. When they see me or I'm up on them or I'm going by them or whatever, I always hear this ooh, ooh, ooh. It's almost like ooh, I see you, ooh.
Heidi says, I thought of it as in yes, you're right. Natives are not supposed to say that word because it's a sacred law for us. I do have a great nephew that has his own channel and he says it all the time. But he had to get permission from many elders to come and bless his home area, his land, his family, his children. So that way he can speak of it and what they do, how they do, and where they live. And sometimes it's not good. A train was, oh wow.
That's what somebody else said. That it's like when you're a kid, you do a train whistle. I bought one to try to do it out there, but it don't work.
And yes, Sparky, but not like this. Like that. Like this. Yeah.
Waste of $5.
I heard a child. Yeah, but my oldest was playing a video game and my little one was napping. The middle one was, and we heard a stomp sound behind us. Okay, the stomp sound means that they were watching. And yes, they will follow you. And if you're not worried about them or scared, then they respect. But they will watch you and make sure you're going back where you came from. We have one of those train whistles.
Yeah, I spent $5 for this one because I thought it'd be kind of cool to take out to the hot spot, and try it out when I was doing my whistling and all that. But I bought it and it don't work.
Sam says, no, I have no fear. My son did, but I smiled and he said, hi. I had came to an agreement now with myself saying that my protection bags are usually $125 and then I do a sale for $80. Instead, I think I'm just going to keep it at $80 and that would include shipping. So that way everyone can say, oh no, it's going to hurt my pocket. Or I've told many people, if you want a protection bag, you can put a deposit and just make payments if you want. Now, it's always going to be $80. I said at the end of this.
Oh.
The end of this month, the sale's off. It's going to be $80 no matter what. So,
and let me just tell you all, it's worth the $80 because I bought my brother one. You guys know Chris from the channel, and he loves his. Wears it every time we go. Yeah, he doesn't go in there without it because when we went in, we both got zapped. And ever since we bought our medicine bags, we had no problem getting zapped. I forgot mine at one time. Remember, I forgot it, and she's like, "You forgot your medicine bag," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm already here, and I don't feel like going all the way home to get it, and I'm already in the woods." The worst mistake ever. I should have just left right then and there, went back to the house and got it, and then went back because I got zapped, and it wasn't.
When you get zapped, you get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what am I doing? It's like you forgot what you were supposed to do, or you forgot what you were doing. So imagine getting zapped and then trying to drive home.
Well, you get zapped and you're in there and you're trying to figure out where you're at, even though you've been in the spot a million times. You get lost, you get turned around, and then you don't know how long you've been zapped. Like, you might think it's only a minute or two, whatever, but you've been walking around for hours.
But see, many researchers that I've helped, and majority of them are good at it, but some they just want to keep it because they know they'll get protected. But I always leave the bare root out.
She's kind of funny because she does hers in the same bag. I even got the kid a medicine bag too, Colton, that goes out with me.
Mine is getting smaller and smaller because I eat it every day. The bare root. Let me get it so I can show you.
Some bare root, baby. Bare root, baby. Mm-mm-mm. It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like a root beer vanilla tasting. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's like you take a bite of this and it's like you want to just keep eating it, but you can't. You got to take a bite of it and know that's enough. You're like, no, I can't eat no more. I don't know what it is, but it's good. It's fire. It's almost like a candy. I have this big one right here that I carry in my big bag, like she does, and I also carry tobacco, native tobacco, in my bag when I go out. And then in my small medicine bag, I have a thing of bare root too. Oh, you finally got some detail stickers. All right. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah. This is how long and thick the bare root, and I've had mine for over, since I was 5.
Since you were 5?
Not this one, but the one I just showed you from my bag. What you do is,
It's addicting, though. You know that, right? It tastes. It's like really good tasting, ain't it? What does it taste like? Almost like the way I describe it is like a root beer vanilla kind of flavor taste or whatever.
everybody has a different taste to it.
Yeah,
You chew it.
it's definitely yummy.
See,
Dang, you got a good old stash over there.
I got 3 of them. I'll be bringing some with me. Some of it will dissolve. Some want you can swallow it.
It's good.
Drink water.
Or you just do like Songa, you just eat it and don't worry about drinking water because you want that flavor to last.
It'll last, believe me.
Mm-hmm.
It helps you be unzapped. If you have a migraine or headache, it is also good.
Take a apple with you.
If you have lung problems, for nasal problems, if you've got a cold, a cough, you can also take that, and it would help.
Mom always tells me to take it when I have a headache. She's like, just bite a piece of that bare root. I think she uses bare root for every kind of medicine you can think of.
I do. I also put it in my creams. After I finished making Sparkies, I made another one. So you can put it on a hat, or you can use it as a choker too.
Oh yeah, did I show you this one that I got made by a native woman? Don't be jealous.
That he has on him is the bear that I killed when I was 5.
Yep. I've been wanting one of these ever since I was a kid. They're expensive though to get done by a native. They're really expensive. They're anywhere from 150 to like 250. I've seen some go for like 350, 450, depending on the native that made it.
Yeah. I made some beaded earrings and necklace together. I have
She made Chris a cool one too for Christmas or whatever he has downstairs, and that one turned out really cool too. That was made out of moose, right? The one that he has.
Yeah.
It's got like the little spikes or whatever, like like I don't know. It's gorgeous.
I like to keep all my jewelry because we use elk, we use moose bones, and this and these is going
Funny when
with.
I go in the store, people are always looking at that badge. They think I'm a cop.
That's gotta go in my separate bag with me. All
It says
right.
Bigfoot investigator.
Oh, thank you for the sticker too. Oh, you're welcome. I sent Sparky one. It's a decoy. It can go on your car, the windows if you want, or just to keep it the logo by you or something.
It would be even cooler if it said Mama Bear Claw on it.
I was trying to do that, but the bear. I was trying to. I asked him. I said, "Well, can you put Mama Bear Claw and I'll give you one of my bags?" He said, "No, cash."
The bag's worth more than the cash for the sticker.
I tried to explain. I said,
I'd rather take $5 versus $100. Thank you very much.
I said, the bag is more value than the sticker. It's my time.
It's your time to make the bag.
I looked at him. I said, "Sir,
Your hand stitched, paid for.
I make that bag with my hands. I sew it. And I put the ingredients, the sacred ingredients in there because I don't need no protection from what? From who?" I said, "I'm sorry. It's okay. I'll pay for the detail."
That's the devil talking there.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you. Oh, good morning, TAMSI of Tales. How are you? Greetings. Does the kiddos taste like liquid? It would kind of, maybe to some people,
I think it tastes
but
like a really
a black
good
licorice, but it's more harsh.
Tell you,
Because
it's like a root beer
I
vanilla
use
flavor.
bear root in my medicine that I make. It could be the cream for neuropathy, for muscle pain, aches in muscles, pain in achy,
It's yummy.
or for the face cream. I'm sorry, but someone is giving me high frequency in.
I thought that was just me. You can feel it in your cheeks and all that, like the energy.
My head.
Yeah, it's almost like you're getting like a slight headache or whatever. Like a.
I'm not getting a headache. It's just someone's trying to ask me a question. A bear spirit is now with you. No, the spirit is always is me. I know when the bears are hibernating because I can feel it. Other bears, and that gave me the connection of it. So, and that's what I was told. That was my spirit name, and that's when I was little, and that's what they told me. you will be called Bear Claw.
I can feel a bear too.
And I'm actually the youngest elder in the United States tribal nation. Okay. I finally got my chocolate bed. It's going to make me a bracelet to replace the one daughter gave me. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. Sparky says, love the badge, dude.
Thank you.
And then Jackie says, nice, Biggie. Let's see. I need to try some bear root. Absolutely believe in Hester mitts. Yeah. Bless you.
Zoom tight.
Okay. Now, so you know about the protection medicine badge. There will be $80, and if you want to make payments, you can. Also, if you need any feathers, smudge kits, I make smudge kits. Smudge kits.
You can use the medicine bags, like she said, for protection in the woods and all that, but you can also use them in the paranormal.
Yes, that is very true. I do know. I do work with a lot of spirits. I do cleansing on homes and cleansing on a person. That I didn't need permission from nobody, but that is my nature because I am a medicine woman also. So that's what we do. We try to heal those who are sick, and
I use
we
mine
do
for
a
both.
lot of earrings. The sets are $45. Single earrings are $25. Don't matter if it's short or long. I do have some dream catchers. I sell those for $15. A lot of them, if you go to a powwow, you're going to see them. They cost between $100 to $500.
True.
I do not want to hurt no one's pocket, and this is what I do. And I make them myself. I make many, and I ship them to the powwow either in Canada or the Blackfeet Res, and they go, whoever's going to certain powwows in certain areas, North Dakota, South Dakota, Arkansas, Michigan, Ohio, or Virginia, Illinois.
And they're made out of real beads. They're not plastic beads and all that. They're real beads.
All my beads I do, they never
These
break.
right here, they look like they're beads and all that. Like these are real bones. These are all bones. Real bones.
Yeah.
They're beads, but they're bones.
They all been shaved down. So
Just so y'all know that they're real bone beads.
and again, I do other things. I have enough leather that I'm going to try to make moccasins. So let's see how that goes. I miss the powwows when I worked for Inchiquoi tribe. I have an auntie that's from there. My mother comes from a big family of 17. My grandmother comes from 22. So
I want a big tortoise shell. One of the big tortoise shells, because I want to take it and pull the buffalo skin and stretch it or whatever across it and make a drum.
we have we use a turtle shell as to make our ingredients. I still have mine. Mine's in the shed, but I keep it for.
I make purses out of mine. And I make rattlers. See? I make purses.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it beautiful? I
Take
don't know if
care.
you call it
Take
purses.
care,
I don't know.
Heidi. Thank you for stopping by and sharing your information. I hope I gave you enough information and everything. If you would like to purchase anything, you can email me. Uh, and we can take care of things. If you need something, again, I'm doing neuropathy cream, hand cream, face cream. These are the face cream here, and you can also use them on if your hands are dry or your skin is dry, and it feels like it's thick. So you might
It
go,
doesn't.
oh, it's
It
like
doesn't
putty.
taste very good. It's not edible.
And you can smell my ingredients. So, and it is good if you get like dry skin, dry pockets in your face, same thing. And you only need to put a little bit.
All you need is just a little bit.
And it will help your skin.
A little bit goes a long ways.
And grab it. Okay, there it goes.
What was the
That's
one that
not,
he was making out of bear fat?
oh, I do a lot of stuff with bear fat. I do the bear fat goes into uh, for the muscles.
Yeah, that's it. The muscle one. I have some of that. It's kind of like Ben Gay.
Yeah, that was cayenne pepper, ginger, honey. I forgot what do you call the little flour. You smash it together and put it in a cloth, and then you
Lavender.
that's in there too. I keep touching my glasses.
For those of you that
But
don't
it
know,
does
Mama's
it
got
helps.
new glasses that look so beautiful.
Oh yeah, this is my other pair.
She's got her old pair on today. Never mind.
No, these are new. I have
Oh, then
two.
the sunglasses.
Yeah, they turn. If I go out, they turn dark. I come back in, they're
Yeah,
normal.
because when you put it on, it made your eyes look really dark.
Here's my other ones.
Ah, sexy mama.
So. So if anybody has any questions on something, or if they need, if ask if I know how to make this, or can you make this, you can let me know. There is my email. And again, I'm on Facebook as Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Thank you, Heidi. Many blessings to you. And I hope they can take care of at the dentist. Let's see. Did I miss anything else?
I'm supposed to be doing this too, so I guess I'll let you all see what Biggie looks like in his.
Okay. I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna be calling it because I was on here for 2 hours and 15. Oh, there's my bear root. In fact, I should put a new one in. Put this
That white
one.
one's pretty nice. I like that new pouch right there.
This one.
Yeah.
It's not old. It's been 20 years old.
Still looks brand new. Mine would be all dirty and nasty and covered in stuff. And
This is my one I wear, and this is what I put in it with tobacco and sage.
yeah, that's what I got mine. Now this one here, whatever, I've had this one or whatever, and this one here was light skin. Now it's dark skin. And it's got burn marks in it, guys, because I was out somewhere doing ghost investigation, and I looked down and my bag was smoking, and it had a burn ring in it. So if you don't think your medicine bags work, saying good example right here. I got a burn mark in mine. It singed it. Then on Halloween, which was kind of weird, Halloween, I tie these in double knots and keep them tight. And for some reason, the leather was cut. So it happened on Halloween. I was riding around on Halloween, and my wife was like, "Hey, your medicine bag's laying down there on the ground." I'm like, "Huh?" Out of the car, and it was cut. We were the only two in the car. I don't know if that was, something to do with the spiritual side of the world, but I asked Mom if you ever had any of them ever fall off, or anybody ever said they ever lost it, like where it got cut or came apart or anything like that, and she said no. So, and you can see where mine was cut. Just like a few days ago, I woke up with scratches on me. 3 scratches. I would show you, but it's across my belly, and I don't think anybody wants to see all that right now. But yeah, I got scratched a few days ago.
You're most welcome, Heidi.
3 claw marks across my stomach.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tails.
No, I didn't feel it cut.
If you need a prayer, you can email me or message me privately on Messenger as Elder Medicine Bear Claw. You will see another as Ramona, because that is my full name. That is my family. I do not answer anyone that message me. I'll delete it automatically because I have my page for Elder Medicine Bear Claw, which that has been me majority of my life. I like to keep my family separate from it, but those who are on it, then you're special. But if anyone wants a protection medicine bag or earrings, a choker, or any of the creams, let me know.
John P. Adventures, what's up, buddy?
Hola. If you'd like to share some pictures or anything on my Facebook page, you may. You want to share my videos with your channel, I appreciate it. Thank you if you do that. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's free. You get notifications when I'm going live. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You can watch some and then watch it later. Don't charge you anything. For those who did donate to me, I thank you. My PayPal now, I'm not doing Ramona Fight Gomez. I asked for a different one, and I was able to go ahead and do, and it's not under business. Let me type 1 0. There we go. It is under at Bear Claw Ramona. So let me make sure. There you go, Bear Claw Ramona, and that's where I take payments or Cash App too.
Or just
Yeah.
extra cash. You just feel like giving cash away for the day.
Oh, not me.
No, I'm just saying if people feel like giving cash away, you know, they can just send some cash.
Oh. But I do. I've never asked anyone to donate, you know, and I don't want people to feel that I'm pushing you to do that. No.
No.
But the ones that have, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. It does help me to get more beads and more skin, um, leather, I should say.
That
And
sounded kind of weird. Like you were like a what's that one dude that used to cut the faces off and wear them and all that? Leatherface, whatever his name was.
I know who you're talking about. It's a movie. But yes. And thank you for everyone for joining. I do appreciate everyone. I will be doing prayers, so if you want me to pray for you, let me know with hearts on here, and I'm do the prayers tonight. And I do want everyone to have a good day, you know, or evening if you're in the evening, because I know JP is.
204 here.
So, and good afternoon to everybody. So, many blessings. Thank you so much for joining me and my son Sangha here. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I did do a video last night to tell you I apologize for, but for some reason it didn't want to go on YouTube. So everyone in the family community chat room here, thank you for saying hello to everyone and sharing thoughts and questions. Until then, see you later. Many blessings. Hi, hi.